Good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're watching from the world. Welcome to Asia Rugby Under-27 series. This is, of course, the business end as we bring you live pictures from the Kings Park ground from Hong Kong. You can see the conditions. It's been pouring down since yesterday, and the rain also started now just short while ago as Sri Lanka will take on South Korea in that all-important semi-final clash in the Cup segment. And on the other hand, Hong Kong will be playing against Singapore in the Cup semi-finals number 2. The winner will be going for the Cup semi-finals. As you all know, Sri Lanka were the runners-up last year and the champions in 2016. And talking about South Korea, they were so good in this tournament. So as last year, Sri Lanka did manage to beat South Korea last year, and their highest margin win in this under-27s was in 2016. That was 38 points to nil in that first leg in Johor under Kevin Dixon's captaincy, but it's
Rainbow gives you wings. Rainbow gives you wings.
ක්‍රීඩා පුවත් සිංහලෙන් www.thepapare.com වෙබ් අඩවියට පිවිසලා සිංහල භාෂාව තෝරාගන්න. ක්‍රිකට්, රග්බි, පාපන්දු, වොලිබෝල්, මලල ක්‍රීඩා, පැසිපන්දු විතරක් නෙමෙයි වෙනත් ක්‍රීඩා සහ විශේෂාංග ලිපි උනත් ThePapare සිංහල තුලින්. ඇයි අපේ වීඩියෝ පිටුව ක්‍රීඩාව හා සම්බන්ධ දහසකුත් එකක් වීඩියෝ, සම්මුඛ සාකච්ඡා, ඒ වගේම ඇසිදිසි, රග්බි පිටියේ කතා, ස්පෝර්ට්ස් මසාලා වගේ සතිපතා ජනප්‍රිය විශේෂාංග නරඹන්න. ඔබේ පරිගණකේ ටැබ් එකෙන් එහෙමත් නැත්නම් ස්මාර්ට්ෆෝන් එකෙන් ලබා ගන්න ඔබට ලේසියෙන්ම පුළුවන්. ThePapare සිංහල ක්‍රීඩා පුවත් ඩිජිටලීකරණය.
Welcome back to Kings Park. This is Asia Rugby Under-27 series, and we are going to bring you live pictures of the Cup semi-finals between Sri Lanka versus South Korea. And also you can see the weather. It's been raining since yesterday, and when the team was doing their warm-ups and the captain's run on Thursday, it was hot sun and humid out there. and it's a different story as the weather, but it will affect both the teams. South Korea, talking about that team, there are some big ball carriers in that game. We saw last evening the final game between Korea versus Hong Kong. That was a physical battle despite Hong Kong winning that game. And you can see the weather forecast, it's very cloudy and it was raining since morning, and it was expected to rain further and some thunderstorms as we progress. And talking about Sri Lanka's team performance, and let's talk about this team card. You can see Avish Kelly was outstanding for Sri Lanka, and also Navin Henakankanamge. We didn't see much of X Factor coming in day one, but he was on the mark against Singapore this morning. Also Dinu Kamarasinghe was the outstanding figure, and also Janil Dilshan made 9 tackles in that game against Chinese Taipei. And for South Korea, Lee Kim number 3 and 4, and watch out for number 7 and 8 big ball carriers Taek Park and Jo Hun Yong, and also the speeds Yong Jeong with the number 11 shirt. And it's going to be interesting how the game plan would be for Sri Lanka juniors, and we are going to witness in a short while. Coach Nilfa Ibrahim mentioned that after the Singapore game they watched closely how well this Korean team played against Thailand. Sri Lanka off your screen, just training, and Malaysia just scored against Chinese Taipei, a consolation try in the other segment. Sri Lanka has previously beaten South Korea, in fact last year's semi-final, and also in 2016. It was 2-leg format in this under-27 series played in Malaysia and in Hong Kong. Since last year it was just 1 leg. And there comes the Sri Lanka team. They are going to change their kit into the green shirts. And also talking about Sri Lanka's performance, Avish Kelly made 2 good tackles in that game against Chinese Taipei, try saving. After that he picked up an injury on his left shoulder playing that Singapore game, but good work by the medics. He is fit to start this game as well. And also Coach Nilfa Ibrahim opted a few changes. Janil Dilshan played in that forward as one of the props in that first 2 games. And now he has moved to that centre, combining with Navin Henakankanamge on his right. And also Avish Kelly on his left. Also Heshan Jansen and Gamnu Chetia. We are yet to see some X factor coming from them. Gamnu Chetia, the Josephian, also captained the Sri Lanka under-18 7's team last year, which toured for the Junior Commonwealth Games in Bahamas. Sri Lanka finished 5th in that game. And the Josephian, also the top try scorer in the concluded Schools Rugby League. Just scored 1 try. He was just out of touch in day 1, but since today morning he understood what he needs to be done. Also his Josephian partner Keshan Kavinda, and Tuleb Hassan was outstanding in day 1. Scored 2 tries in the first game against China and then against Chinese Taipei. Coaches opted him to stay out of this Singapore clash, because this is going to be the much important clash. Perhaps he could start this game along with Dinu Kamarasinghe and Chaturasena Viratna. And Hong Kong, on the other hand, the defending champions, captained by Mark Kuberg, who lifted the trophy last year. And they also have around 5 to 6 players who played last year. the moment, it was Malaysia versus Chinese Taipei. Taipei leading 26 points to 12. And Sri Lanka all set. Navin Henakankanamge, one of the top prize scorers in 2017 version. Felt her second best in this very own venue. Sri Lanka has some fond memories since 2016. And here comes Sri Lanka. Navin Henakankanamge from the front, followed by Dinu Kamarasinghe, Chaturaseni Ratna, Heshan Jansen, Harit Bandara, another key player. He was solid since he came off the bench. Avishka Lee, Janindra Dilshan, Tikshana Heshan, Tuleb Hassan, Randy Silva and Keshan Kavinda. And here we go. Interesting. Harit Bandara will start in this game. And here's the kickoff. Tactical ploy early on, sending it switching direction. And Dinu Kamarasinghe and Navin Henakankanamge opting for the contention. And it's a Korea knock on. Clever tactics. Good communication by the boys. Both Dinu Kamarasinghe and Navin Henakankanamge went for that kickoff, but there was no supportive player. However, Sri Lanka managed to get that ball position. The first scrum just outside the 10-meter mark. Harit Bandara to feed in. Here's Bandara to Avishka Lee, sending out wide. Janindra Dilshan. Just the keeper Navin Henakankanamge. Navin in the corner, fending off one. Good fend. And he cuts inside. Going for the lower center of gravity with that tackle. Lee acting as halfback to Harit Bandara. Here's Chaturaseni Ratna to Dinu Kamarasinghe. Dinu Kamarasinghe looking for option. Cuts and goes inside. He needs support. Good tackle by that big man, number 8, Jo Hung. But it was not so legally, says referee. Chaturaseni Ratna takes it quickly. And here's Gamru Chetia with a little goose step. He don't have support, trying to go by himself. Sri Lanka has the numbers out wide. 2-on-1. Janindra Dilshan sending to skipper Henakankanamge. Can he go and score the first try? And Navin Henakankanamge is through. So much of patience since Gamru Chetia got that ball. He should have given at the first time to his left. There's numbers out wide. However, Sri Lanka managed to score that try from the skipper Navin himself. 5 points to nil with the conversion to come. Still early days in this game. So far, so good for Sri Lanka. It's a good start. Great tactics from the kickoff itself. And the conversion is not successful. So, conversion is missed. Here's the restart. Harit Bandara once again. Dinu Kamarasinghe charging in. Can he win the contest? That's another knock on. Very good ploy once again by Sri Lanka. Just foxing the opposite number 8, Jo Hung Jong. He didn't have much of an option when Dinu Kamarasinghe charges in. Good pressure by the former Anthonian skipper and current Havelocks player in that number 3 green shirt. And here's another scrum. Much improved set piece by Sri Lanka. Good scrum. Harit Bandara trying to opt to that shorter side. Here's Bandara with a lovely step once again. Big number 8 going into the tackle. It was Chaturaseni Ratna opting to go for the shorter side. Avishka Lee to Dinu Kamarasinghe. 2-on-1. Gamru Chetia. Can he go all the way? Gamru Chetia stops and look for support. Great work by Avishka Lee. And here comes the try number 2 for Sri Lanka. Brilliant stuff. Great understanding. And this time Gamru Chetia saw Avish Kali coming to his left. And Avish Kali scoring that try. Harit Bandara with the conversion. And this time he make no mistakes. So 7 points and the score moves to 12 points to nil. We're still in the 4th minute of this game. This is what expected from the junior Tuskers. Interesting how this kickoff going to be. They made it early on to the right. And once again Harit Bandar opting to same option. Can Dinu Kamarasinghe claim the ball? And it goes into touch. And it's going to be a South Korea line out. In fact, it was deflected through Dinu Kamarasinghe. As a result, referee is saying it's going to be a scrum in favor of South Korea. 12 points to nil. Try scored by Avish Kali and Navin Henakan Khanamge. Can Harit Bandara put some pressure? Number 4, that's a long pass. Gyeon Lee not going into the hands of his teammate Ko. Good pressure this time by Gamru Chetia. Can he tackle and put the man down? Good work. And here's the stepper. Good running angle by big number 8 Jo Hung Yong once again. And good hands Korea. First time putting some real threat in that attacking setup. Big man Huon Shing. Choi and lovely offload to the number 2 Shin going all the way. Can Harit Bandara stop? Number 2 Yu Song Shin scoring the first try for South Korea. 12 points to 5 with the conversion to come. Poor discipline. A little bit bromance after scoring that try. Referee just want to have a word with Chatura Seniratna and Korea number 2, the try scorer. Play for the whistle was the call, and the number 10 Yu Song Kang will take the conversion. And that was easy as you like. 7 points to 12 in favor of Sri Lanka. And we're still in the first half, more than a minute left. As you all know, anything can happen in a game of 7s. Margin for error is so small or so little. And Sri Lanka now in the receiving end from the kickoff. Kang, and he doesn't find 10 meters. So it's going to be a free kick from the center field. Harit Bandara takes it, and Jani Dilshan with the cross and puts the kick into space. And here comes the chase by Gamru Chetia. That's a clever work by Janadu Dilshan and Gamru Chetia's combo. And lucky enough, you cannot predict the bounce of the ball, and Gamru Chetia scores the third try. Much better execution and great awareness. And you can see Fazil Marija carrying the water and giving some instruction. You can't ask a better person on the middle. In the middle, and the conversion, just hits the uprights. And that's the halftime, says the referee. So Sri Lanka leading 17 points to 7 in this first half of this Cup semi-finals. And there's 7 more minutes left. And we'll take a quick commercial break, and we'll be back with the second half action.
Red Bull gives you wings.
Welcome back to Asia Rugby Under 27 series. This is the Cup semi-final. Bring you live on your number one sports app, www.thepapare.com, and on Dialogue TV Channel 1, and of course on your mobile device, My TV. And Sri Lanka leading 17 points to 7 in this first half against South Korea. A much physical side, of course. The try scorers, Captain Navin Henakankanamge Avishkali scored one, and Gamnu Chetia just before the half time. Some good work by Dinu Kamarasinghe and Janu Dilshan in that first half. And all set for the second half. Here's the kickoff. Looks like a bit early charge. And Dinu Kamarasinghe knocks it on. The kick didn't find 10 meters either. Korea with position, once again attacking from number 1, Sooding Choi. Here's a Yong Lee sending out wide to the number 5, Ko. Ko on Lee. Good work by Janu Dilshan, once again ripping off from Korean ball carrier Shu Jin Ko. Harit Bandar to Chatura Seniratne. Rush defense by the Korean big man. The try scorer Hyu Song Shin. Sri Lanka managed to secure position. Very well done by Chatura Seniratne. Here's Gamnu Chetia once again trying to go by himself, where he has numbers on his left. Bandara, lovely work, silky stuff, 2-on-1, draw and pass to Avishka Lee. Lee trying to make some room. Good defense by number 6, Yong Kim. Bandara once again. Gamnu Chetia, Dinu Kamarasinghe. Here's Dilshan once again from in the corner. Lovely scissor move to Chatura Seniratne. He needs support, he cannot be isolated. Good offload to Dinu Kamarasinghe. Another brilliant offload by Amarasinghe on the floor. Here's Chetia. Harit Bandara, Sri Lanka going right to left and testing South Korean physique. And Navin Henakankanamge, brilliant work and a lovely offload. Harit Bandara into action. He was trying to stay on field, Henakankanamge. However, Korea with position now. Excellent work, no sweeper. Kick by the big man, foot race between Janu Dilshan and number 1, Choi. And Dilshan kicks it into the dead area. It's going to be a 5-minute scrum. Look at the body language. Helter-skelter scuff. And everyone's on their knees, holding their hips and knees and the hands on the head. Absolutely exhilarating stuff here in this Cup semi-final. What a game so far we have witnessed. I'm sure coaches would prefer some changes. Tuleb Hassan will come off the bench. And Dilshan, after all his hard work and some assist, he's going off. So the front row, Chatura Seniratne, Dinu Kamarasinghe and Tuleb Hassan. In the meantime, South Korea also made one change. Number 3, Wing Kim. In for the big number 8, Hun Yong. South Korea has the position and the opportunity. Good rush defense this time. Number 5, Sean Ko, cuts inside. Lovely offload to number 4. Here's the big man. Numbers out wide. South Korea, the try scorer himself, up to pass. And the wet ball, it's very hard condition. Can Sri Lanka hold on here? Here's a big number 3, just one fend on Harit Bandara. And good work by Chatura Seniratne, but it's not good enough. As number 3, Hee Kong Kim scores that try.
And a huge fend leads to a Korean try, number 3, Kim.
Number 10 to take the conversion. Yong-Soo Kang. Oh dear, he missed a vital conversion. So the score stands at 12 points to 17.
Little bit of a shank on the kick. Sri Lanka 17, Korea 12.
We still have over 3 minutes remaining in this all-important knockout stage. 12 points to 17 in favor of the junior Tuskers. Here's Dinuk Amarasinghe. Lovely collection. Well worked by Amarasinghe and combining with Tulay Bhasan. Seniri Ratna acting as halfback. Here's Harit Bandar to Avishkali. Avishkali to Henakan Kanamge. That's some rush defense by South Korea. Here's Keshan Kavi, the lovely step inside with his first touch, replacing Chetia, his teammate. Good work once again. Chatura Seniri once again opting numbers out by Dinuk Amarasinghe. Taking on the big number 2. Can Dinuk Amarasinghe go from his 5th gear? Good tackle coming in. Good support in the meantime as well. And South Korea, that's not a good execution on the floor. As a South Korean player, luckily he found touch. As a result, it's going to be Sri Lanka line out. And oh boy, what a game we are witnessing. And the work rate of all the players. And perhaps, without a doubt, not perhaps, I take that word off. Without a doubt, this is the best game so far we have witnessed. And clever take once again by Bandara and Seniri Ratna. Here's Lee to skipper Navin Henakan Kanamge. And that's not a good offload as it found forward. Should have given it in the first place to Keshan Kavinda and then support. Because Kavinda just came off the bench. He's got more gas. 1 minute and 38 seconds left. A converted try for South Korea will seal the game. Can Sri Lanka hold on to them? Or can Sri Lanka put more pressure? More changes coming in for South Korea. Number 2, Yu Song Shing is off, who scored that first try. In the meantime, Gamnu Chetia also comes in. He's replacing Avishkali. He will join as the first receiver. Scrum time in favor of Chinese Taipei. Less than 1 minute and 30 seconds remaining in their 22. Can South Korea, I beg your pardon, can South Korea move forward from this red zone? Looking for option. Good defense so far by Sri Lanka. Putting some pressure. Great work by Tulay Bhasan. Unfortunately, he knocks it on as he puts some huge amount of pressure on South Korean Yeon-Song Kang, the number 10. He's the playmaker in that white shirt. Time is ticking. Less than a minute remaining on that big screen. Harit Bandara have to look for that shorter side. And this time, good pressure. Again, trying to go to that shorter side by number 4, Yong Lee. Good defense once again. Keshan Kavinda against that big speedster, Yong Kim. Good work by Kavinda, but it was not legitimately done on that breakdown, says the referee. Korea with one good opportunity. And the rain becoming heavier here. Lovely work by South Korea. Lovely draw and pass, great awareness. And conceding another penalty, Sri Lanka, not 10 meters. That's a yellow card offense by Tulay Bhasan. That is cardinal error. Knowing that you're not 10 meters. And this is a good opportunity. Clock says red. Can South Korea score a converted try? Sri Lanka, pressure time now. Big man, number 1, Choi, into contact. 3 on 4. rather 4-on-2 on the far side. Here's number 4, lovely switch play. And big number 5, Yonko, he's going to score all the way in the corner. What a comeback by South Korea. And the referee awarded a try for number 5. So this conversion will decide the game. What a comeback by South Korea. All important conversion. Number 10, Yong-soo Kang. Can he take this conversion? If not, we'll go for the extra time. Will Sri Lanka chase this conversion? You don't see anyone chasing. I'm not sure that's the right decision by the junior Tuskers. And here's the conversion, and it's no good. So it's 17 all, and we are going for the extra time. Sudden death. What a cracking encounter in this Asia Rugby Under-27 series. Cup semi-finals. There'll be a short break, and it's going to be a 5 minutes extra time each half. And the sudden death, the team who scores the first try or the points will promote into that cup final. It could be either versus Singapore or Hong Kong. Pressure time. Had all the momentum after scoring 17 points to 7 lead. Sri Lanka defense was the only issue, but that yellow card was very cynical. And also in that extra time, Sri Lanka perhaps might have 6 versus 7. I'm not really sure with that law, since Sule Basan's yellow card not found 2 minutes. It's going to be 5 minutes each half. And the team who scores first will go into that grand finale. Surely a few changes made. You can see Janit Dilshan back in the lineup. So Sri Lanka will take the kickoff. Harit Bandara. Will there be interesting tactics in the kickoff? Dilshan, Harit Bandara, Keshan Kavinda, Gamal Chethiya, Navin Henakan Kanangwe and Dinu Kamarasinghe. Sri Lanka playing with 6 and South Korea with 7. If Sri Lanka scores the first points, we'll see. Here's the start, and this time Korea, correctly so, kicking it back in that restart. South Korea with the attacking move. Here's the try scorer. In fact, that's number 12, Yong Kim. Good work on the breakdown. Sri Lanka drifting to left. Here's the danger man, the playmaker, Keshan Kavinda, letting it off. Good pressure on that breakdown by Kavinda. South Korea still with position. Mind you, they have the numerical advantage. Here's the danger coming in. Lovely switch play. Here's the big man, Yong Lee. And lovely offload. And good tackle from Harit Bandara, the sweeper. South Korean numbers coming charging in. Numbers out wide, 4-on-2. They just need to send some quick hands. Good footwork by the number 5. And number 10, here's Quinn Kang. And here comes the big man, number 3, Yong Kim. And he scored the try. And what a comeback by South Korea. And number 3, Wing Kong Kim, with that magical try in this sudden death, takes South Korea into that grand final, which will upset all Sri Lankans. And Sri Lanka will go into that third place decider. Played with that numerical advantage, 7 versus 6. And I'm sure there's a lot of learning. But again, defense is a worry. And South Korea, what a comeback. 7 points to 17 down. And they leveled up in that full time. And the big man, number 3, Wing Kong Kim, scoring that sudden death try. So that's a full time. 22 to 17 in favor of South Korea. And we'll go for a commercial break and we'll be back with the third place action, Sri Lanka versus either Hong Kong or Singapore later today.
Red Bull gives you wings.